Hi. Have you ever stood up for something that could cost you your life? Well, in the story I'm going to tell you about, that is exactly what happened. The story is The Boy Who Dared by Susan Campbell Bartoletti. It is the true story of Helmut Hubner, a German schoolboy who stood up against the Nazis and paid with his life. In the beginning of the story, Helmut is sitting on death row, waiting for his sentence to be carried out. The story itself is told through flashback. Helmut lives with his single mother and two brothers, Hans and Gerhard, in a little apartment right next to his grandma and grandpa. Helmut is very young and idealistic and loves everything about Hitler and the German army, and ignores the fact that being a Nazi means taunting Jews, because Hitler rising to power meant that Germany would be restored, jobs would abound, food would be on their table, and Germans would have the same respect that they had prior to World War I. Slowly, though, Helmut's rights, even as Germans, are taken away. They can't speak out against the Nazis. They have little privacy, as the police can search their homes whenever they want. They are told not to shop at Jewish stores and that they can only read from German books. They are only allowed to listen to German radio stations. Then Hugo, a Nazi soldier, moves in with Helmut's mother. Helmut can't stand Hugo, who is arrogant, makes all the decisions, and tries to act like his father. Helmut's older brother, Gerhard, gets along with Hugo even worse than Helmut. So Gerhard moves in with his grandma and grandpa before graduating from school and enrolling in the Nazi army. At this same time, Hugo begins middle school and is quite the scholar. One day, a Nazi official comes to school to enroll all the students in the Hitler Youth. Gerhard comes home on a break shortly after that and brings home a piece of contraband, a Rolla shortwave radio found on the black market. Gerhard strongly forbids Helmut to use this shortwave radio and locks it up, but that doesn't stop Helmut. He gets it out and disobeys. Helmut is appalled at what he hears from the British station, what he believes is the real truth behind the war. One night, Helmut decides to invite his friends Karl and Rudy over to listen to the forbidden station. Helmut can no longer stand it. He wants to do something. He wants to get the word out. Helmut, Karl, and Rudy create brochures telling the real truth about the Nazis and the war. At night, they deposit them secretly all over the city, in mailboxes, in stairwells, in phone booths. But one day at work, Helmut makes a huge mistake. He lets a coworker in on his brochure-making plot. The very next day, Nazi soldiers show up to arrest him. Helmut now has to endure the torture the Nazis put him through until he is given the names of his good friends. The three friends stand trial for treason, but only one pays the ultimate price, his life. I highly recommend reading The Boy Who Dared. This is a picture of Helmut. Here's a picture of Helmut and his two friends, Karl and Rudy. And this is Helmut when he was arrested. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.